Dave Allen. Bigger than yourself. Bigger than yourself, Dave Allen.
How many of you just love a good wedding? Me too. Feels good, doesn't it? In fact, the hotel had one today. Thank God for the newlyweds, those that pay the bills. It might please you to know that one of the greatest moments in the history of mankind happened at a wedding. Sorry, not ours. We'll always have Cancun. Awkward. Can I get a small miracle up here, please? Maybe a dose of compassion to go with that? Madam Contest Chairman, fellow Toastmasters and guests, the story goes that the host had committed the unpardonable wedding banquet sin. He ran out of wine. Fortunately for him, his good friend and special guest Jesus was there to bail him out. And Jesus had compassion, the kind that consists of intensity of caring, courageous conviction, and boldness of action. And Jesus had those in spades. He pointed to some stone pots and asked that they be filled with water. Can't you just hear him now? I will turn this water into wine. Of course, no one believed him because no one had ever done it before. That didn't bother Jesus. He was calling the shots on this one. Besides, it was his first miracle, and I'm sure he didn't want to blow it. Now, he might have been a hero to a lot of folks before that, but that miracle pretty much turned him into a legend. He not only saved the host from embarrassment, but he inspired future generations of chemists and bartenders. Some 2,000 years later, in a bar near here, a Raleigh bartender by the name of Doc Henley was a neighborhood legend, and he's on his way to becoming a national hero. Inspired by Jesus' miracle, Henley wanted to turn it around for the needy people of the world. He decided to form an organization he calls Wine to Water, and provides clean water to developing nations and funds the program through wine tasting events. Did you know that over 1 billion people a year go without adequate water? That's right. They live in fear, constant conflict, war zones, bullets singing past their ears. Yet their number one concern is the huge loss of life caused by dirty water. The World Health Organization has estimated that over 2 million people a year die from contaminated water. Henley's team is doing something about that. So far, they've been to 5 developing nations, providing clean water to refugee camps, orphanages, schools, and hospitals. Little did Henley know that his program would come in handy on an island called Haiti. As a result of his courageous conviction, Henley has been identified as a CNN hero. Wow! Ladies and gentlemen, when I heard that story, I wanted to cheer. But I was conflicted. I didn't know which made me happier. Henley's selection or the media reporting good news. More than that, I was intrigued. I wanted to know why someone would start such a program. And who is this man who moved me so? I wanted to know. Did I conduct library research? Forget about it. I consulted the one source of all knowledge worth knowing in the universe, you guessed it, the internet. And I did what any self-respecting, curious person would do. I Googled it. It turns out that Doc Henley knew a thing or two about people as a result of being a bartender. Think about it. Here are these folks going in and out of his bar every day, sitting on the same stool, drinking the same drink, maybe a variation of that, paying the same tab, day in and day out. Clearly, they were looking to be part of something bigger than themselves. They were just waiting for that someone to come along with that something. And boy, did Henley deliver. His wine tasting events have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to combat this worldwide water crisis. Now I hear you. Just a drop in the bucket, you say. But to Henley, it's nothing short of a miracle. The point is this. You can be a bartender in Raleigh, just a regular Joe, or Josephine, and you really can change the world. You can touch thousands of lives. Henley is walking proof of that. Like Jesus' compassionate miracle, Henley's courageous conviction speaks volumes. Oh, I hear you. I'm no Henley hero, you say, and I'm not out to save the world. But you are a hero, even an unsung hero. While your compassionate, bold action has impacted countless lives, no doubt. Maybe it was the time you sat with that sick friend, or held the hand of that dying relative, or gave blood to that worthy cause, or 1,000 other ways that you helped lift the burden of the needy. Woodrow Wilson was right. We were not put on this planet to sit still and know. We were put here to act. Compassionate, caring, conviction, and action. That's what it takes. We can and do make a difference. Yes, I know it's a dangerous world, but that's no excuse. Why, this year alone, we've seen the ravages of Mother Nature's earthquakes and volcanoes. We've seen the self-inflicted wounds of politicians and professional athletes making poor decisions. We've seen businesses go bankrupt, and we've seen Donald Trump. There's a poem that captures the essence of compassion to me. This old world we're living in is mighty hard to beat. With every rose, you get a thorn. But aren't the roses sweet? I love them. You've got to be bold in life. True compassion demands it. Because of the compassionate caring of Jesus' miracle, we have hope. Because of the courageous conviction of guys like Doc Henley, we can reach out to struggling people. And because of your own compassionate, bold action, our lives intersect in mysterious ways for the greater good. Yes, we do have the power to rescue and redeem, lift and liberate, enable and inspire. Compassion, that's the key to living bigger than yourself. And